So you just got to your tripod and it's out of balance. If you watch this video, hopefully you'll be able to understand all of the steps to get it back into balance and carry on with your Sunday. First things first, make sure that you don't have comms hanging from your tripod because that messes it up. We can't know if our camera is in balance if we have comms hanging there. So we'll go ahead and take those off. And then I want you to check, is your camera still acting funky? Is it still out of balance? If it is, we'll continue with the video. Otherwise, I just saved you a few steps. You're welcome. Carry on with your Sunday. As we go through this process, we want to make sure that we're handling this with respect and care because these are expensive cameras and they're heavy, and we want to make sure that we take care of them with intentionality. So, anytime that we touch this lock, hand on the camera. Anytime we touch our camera slide, hand on the camera, right? We are holding tight and making sure that it's not getting away from us. Because once we do the next few steps, we're not gonna have tension and we're not gonna have counterbalance. And those are the two things that are really right now protecting the camera from taking a nosedive off the tripod, okay? So for your safety and for the safety of the gear, anytime you unlock the tilt lock or anytime you unlock the camera slide lock, you have a hand on the camera. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get started. We're gonna start by unlocking our tilt lock and unlocking our counterbalance. Once we've unlocked those two things, that allows us to get an accurate reading of where the camera is balanced, right? With no tripod interference, that's where it's balanced, okay? Now, that's important because what we're trying to do is get our camera to level at zero resistance. Once we get our camera to level at zero resistance, we're rocking and rolling. So, there are 4 steps that we're going to repeat a couple of times until we get there. First, we're going to unlock the camera slide. Then, we're going to reposition the camera, forward or backwards, depending on what we need. We're going to relock the camera slide, and then we're going to check our balance, right? So with one hand on the camera, and so we're wanting to find balance right about there. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock that. So when I look at this monitor, I'm seeing we're tilted way down, okay? So that's not what we want. So when the camera is tilted down, counterintuitively, we want to lean into that, right? We wanna slide the camera even farther down. What that does is that means that its new center of balance has to come up for it to find balance. So let's go ahead and do that. So we loosen that up, slide the slide forward, right? Again, with one hand on the camera, one hand on the sled for the latch. Now, again, keeping an eye on the camera, we're going to disengage that latch and find our new balance. All right, we found a comfortable spot right there. I'm gonna go ahead and engage the latch. This is sort of a back and forth process, if you'll notice. You're not gonna get it the first time, and so as you go, you're just going to keep refining and refining until you land in a spot that we're comfortable with. So hopefully this video was helpful and your tripod is back in balance.